Hi and welcome back. The past 2 weeks I have been pretty sick, so I couldn't really play that many games, but I did play Suikoden when I felt a little bit better, and especially the last few days where I significantly got better, I started playing a lot of Suikoden 1. And it actually baffles me that it kind of I've already played Suikoden 2 years ago, and it's one of my favorite RPGs ever. It's incredible. And it surprises me that Suikoden 2 really just is like a more polished Suikoden 1. Because everything that I remember in Suikoden 2 is also in Suikoden 1. However, I did like the strategy battles in Suikoden 2 a lot more than the sort of weird real-time battles of Suikoden 1. I didn't really like these battles. There were a few of them. Some of the boss fights. There were a few boss fights. The game itself isn't really difficult at all. What I really like, and that's stuff with Suikoden 2 also, because there are so many characters that you can recruit, and they will not always be on your level. So, for example, if you are level 40 and you recruit a character for level 20 and you go out into the battle, that level 20 character will get most of the experience. You actually don't see how many experience a enemy grants you. So you never really know, are you doing something good or not? However, the game sort of does tell you in a certain way that you are sort of at a right level to keep playing the game, to go further into storyline where you just get 2 or 3 experience points and you need 1,000 to level up. You can grind if you want, and I did. I spent about 28 hours with the game, even though the game is much shorter if you basically rush it. I haven't recruited all the characters. I did not use a walkthrough, but I did try to recruit as many characters as possible. There were a few characters I really liked, and I basically had them the entire game in my party. I do, however, have to mention that besides a few bosses, I basically played the whole game with just letting the characters or AI do whatever they wanted, and it's mostly just attacking. I do like the system because in every battle is pretty quickly over. And if you would have 6 characters and you have to sort of choose an attack for every character, it would be dragged out too long. So I really like the option where you just press, free for all, do whatever you want, and then basically your AI companions will just attack and that's it. But in certain bosses, I did need to use magic and rune magic, etc. Overall, I have to say I love Suikoden 1, not as much as I loved Suikoden 2. Suikoden 2 story was better written. I liked that combat system in terms of the wars and the battles a lot more. And of course, Luca Blight was a fantastic villain. And in Suikoden 1, you don't really have like a really cool villain. It's just basically the whole storyline is try to beat the Empire, and there are certain Imperial sort of high profile characters, Imperial warriors that you have to beat, but I don't know, their story is not really interesting. There's not a story at all in terms of overall characters, to be really honest. But I did like the game. The music is fantastic, and I really enjoyed Suikoden 1. So I now have played Suikoden 1 and 2, and I am basically going to play Suikoden 3, then 4, and then I'll go back and play Suikoden 5, because I am like 30 hours in Suikoden 5 some years ago. Maybe I'll replay the game, or maybe I'll basically try to get my bearing and play further where I left off some years ago. Now, next week, Xenoblade Chronicles X is coming out. I can't freaking wait. The game is coming out next week, right? Yeah, I think it is. I can't wait to play that game. And then in April, we will have the Lunar Collection, and I can't freaking wait. So I think for the next 2 months, I am probably set for the games that I am going to play. But between sort of the time between now and next week, I think I am going to replay Atelier Iris 2. I never beat this game. I did get it when the game came out, but I never really beat it. I was really far into the game though, and it's a game that's always been on my mind to sort of go back and replay it. Now, I did try to load my old save file, and I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know the storyline anymore. I knew some characters, etc. So I figured, why not just go and play the game, over completely from start to finish. I'm not entirely sure if I am going to beat this game first and then start Xenoblade Chronicles X, or I'll stop playing halfway until Xenoblade Chronicles is being beaten. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I will try and really play this game first and then play Xenoblade Chronicles X. I did play Rayman 3 a little bit, and don't want to make this video too long. I played a few levels on Rayman 3, and I have to say, it's a really magical feeling platformer. I'm not entirely sure why. The sort of Tim Burton style graphics and art design, and this really interesting Japanese RPG-like, really moody music really makes Rayman 3 magical. It's a really magical game in my opinion. I was playing playing a little bit, and I really thought it's pretty cool. I like this. The graphics are really good. The game is pretty nice. So this is another game that hopefully I will beat this year. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry about the coughing. I still have it a little bit. But yeah, I'm still alive. Beaten Suikoden 1. That means that I have now beaten 9 games this year. So I'm on a roll. I'm doing pretty good. Have not bought a single game yet for the collection at least, as I wanted to do for this year. And now I'm going to play Atelier Iris 2. Leave it in the comments below, because of course the Suikoden remaster has come out. Are you playing Suikoden 1 or 2 remastered? Did they improve on certain aspects besides just the graphics? Even though I have seen a little bit of the portraits of the characters, and I like the original art design a lot more than these slick, very sharp anime style graphics that I have seen now for the portraits of Suikoden 1 and 2. So leave it in the comments below.